everyone, and welcome to Akamon Josie, and you are here for Parahoy week. And today I am going to be talking about churches. Not the ones you go to worship anyone at. I'm talking about churches with a V instead of a U to distinguish them from 16th century religious structures. Yes, I love this band. I've been a fan of this band now for 3-ish years, give or take. I was introduced to them by my dear friend Pamela. She actually took me to see one of their shows in spring 2014 at the Fonda, and this is before I had back surgery. It was one of the times at a concert where I just kind of let go and moved beyond everything that was limiting me, and I just completely let go at that show, and I'll never forget it because it's kind of what really cemented this deep love I have for churches now. And when I found out they were going to be on Parahoy, I freaked out. As any big fan of a band would. You have Paramore, which is one of my favorite bands, and Chvrches, which is, they're probably, them and Fleetwood Mac are like my top 3 favorite bands, if you had to narrow it down. So that's like, I don't know how you would get Fleetwood Mac on a cruise with them, but if you could, that'd be the dream ship for me, really. So having Chvrches and Paramore together, it was a big deal. And obviously I was going to have my best friend who got me into Paramore there, who also loves Chvrches. So having Crystal there, it was a big deal. So it was a huge vacation of just things that meant something tremendous to me. Chvrches has been there for me the last couple years, few years actually, which has been pretty intense for me. It was an intense time of growing, and Chvrches has kind of been part of the soundtrack of my life during that time. They're this force that can just calm me, they can motivate me, they can reach down to this deep level of emotion that sometimes I can't share or verbalize, and so by listening to them it helps me calm or quell these thoughts. And Chvrches is one of those bands where they kind of embrace the darkness. Like, we all have that in us, like something, different emotions, different feelings, and a lot of times we push aside what's dark. And Chvrches helped me kind of embrace that part of me and soothe it, like soothe my demons in a way. And I really just identified to so many of their songs. And one of the biggest songs for me that really helped me was Tether, because at the time that I really got into Tether, I was, I had these toxic relationships in my life with, friends and people, and I needed to let go and I needed to get away. And Tether helped me let go of that, and it helped me, break that relationship with, these demons that were causing me to self-harm and stuff like that. And I got into a better routine, and, I'm going to therapy and things like that. And one of the things that helps me get up and go to therapy, or gets me up to, face days that are hard, is listening to Chvrches. They, along with a bunch of amazing inspirations in my life, from Lily Rigg to Jessica Chastain, have really helped me to be a better person. And going on the cruise, it was like, here I'm going to be in this vessel with them. There's a small chance I can meet them. I never expected I was actually going to meet them. So it's crazy. Oh, dreams do come true. Oh. So I wanted to meet Lauren Mayberry on this trip because I love Chvrches, and I wanted to meet Martin, and I wanted to meet Ian because I love those boys. And so we went to Chvrches Bingo, and it was crowded and crazy, and they were like kicking people out. So I really quickly told Lauren, like, you saved my life. As everyone knows, Chvrches is like the band that I go to when I'm in a low. And so this guy from Six Man, his name's Alex. Yes, Alex, I love you. Adam, Alex, it started with A, I'm so sorry. He brought us backstage to hang out with Chvrches. I got to meet all of them. I took pictures with them. I got to tell them what they mean to me. I cried so much. I'm still kind of crying. Thank you, Six Man. Thank you. So in the meet and greet today with Chvrches, I told Lauren, whenever you guys play Tether or Recover, think of me, because those are 2 of my big recovery songs. And so as we're walking out of the elevator, Jackie and I stop and we're like, holy shit, because Recover is playing. That's my Chvrches connection is just crazy. It's so I love them so freaking much.
Obi, what do you think of Trve? Lauren hold you? Did you give Lauren kisses? Did you give her little kisses? Did you give her little kisses? Oh, what about Ian? Do you love Ian and Martin? You do. You do very much. You love them. They're your favorite band with Paramore.
Round 2 meeting churches. Literally, I don't know what to say. Like, I know when I get back, I'm just gonna fucking cry. Because this band, like... Okay, like... If you know me, you know I've got a lot of shit in my life that I deal with. If you watch the web series, you're learning it. Self-harm and just a lot of stuff. I relapsed a few times with my self-harming in the last couple years. You know, I've been doing really well. There would just be times it was like I gave up and I couldn't feel anything, and so in self-harming I could feel something, and so I was in such a dark place that I just couldn't, you know. And like, I remember it was like a year and like 4 months, like a year and a half ago, I was just in a shit place, and I was listening to Recover and Tether, and those 2 songs especially. You know, The Mother We Share is like, it's like the song that when I'm in a dark place I listen to, like Tether. It's like Tether just gets me because it's a really dark song, but it's like when you're dark and you feel that darkness, for some reason you just feel like, you know, you're not alone. That's what music does to you. And Tether, like, I don't know, it snaps something in me, like I don't want to be this darkness. And that was the last time I self-harmed. I have scars all everywhere to prove it, you know, that this is something I went through. It's something that I overcame, and I don't see it as these scars or something like that I have to hide because I'm weak. You know, I covered them with tattoos on my legs too. I'm gonna do that because, you know, I needed to make something bad out of art, and that's what Chvrches does to me, like, or make something bad into art. And Chvrches, like, it helps me forget the badness. It, like, makes me realize that, like, there's so much more than me in this world, and there's so much more that I have to give, and, like, my darkness is beautiful if I can tame it and make it into something beautiful. And that's what Chvrches has taught me, and that's what they continue to teach me. With every song that they release, I feel it in a way. And there's sometimes where I can't function or move or do anything, but I swear to God, you put on a Chvrches song and it will get to me in some way that nothing else can. And like, you know, I love Paramore, but I love Paramore in a different way. They reach me in a different way. And I love Fleetwood Mac because they reach me in a very nostalgic way. There's something I grew up with. But Chvrches fucking saved me. They are I wrote them a letter and I told them, I am the Khaleesi, and they are my dragons. They are my fire, my strength, and my wings. They help me to get out of everything. I can never, ever thank them enough, because you need music in your heart and in your soul to really thrive. And they gave me that. They gave me music inside, not just that I could hear. And I love them so much. Y'all can't say I don't love Chvrches. I'm seasick. As hell. Had to build like a fort for me and Oberyn to hide in because Crystal's and Abuela. It's bad. Look at this. Can you even hear us? It's fucking windy. Can you hear us? It's so windy. Help! Ayúdame! So during their DJ set, you know, I didn't stay long at it. I just wanted to check it out for a little bit and show my support. We went down to the room, and then Jackie went up because, you know, I was a little overwhelmed because there was someone who was really rude to me that night. And so I just needed to go chill. And Jackie wanted to make it up for me, so she got... I had really wanted Lauren to write True Believer for me because, you know, I'm a true believer in churches. You know, I'm pretty much an atheist otherwise, and I believe in stuff that'll, you know, really paganistic things. And so it's kind of ironic for me to have something true believer, but I'm a true believer in churches. Like, they are beyond just music to me. Something really nerdy I wrote them in a note was that I'm the Khaleesi and they are my dragons. And it's such a great way to put it because I really feel that way about them. But yeah, Jackie got Lauren to write that for me. And so when we came back just a few days ago even, I got it tattooed. Yeah.
Hey, Vandoor listener.
Millennials, man. So that's kind of my story about worshiping churches. See what I did there? I love them, and I'll be seeing them again soon in Santa Ana at the observatory, and I will be rocking out like always because when I listen to them, like I said, I move beyond a pain, move beyond anything. Like, I let go. And usually when I'm at concerts and stuff, I'm afraid to move because of my social anxiety. I mean, my agoraphobia, they all combine, and it's like everyone's looking at me. I'm in a space where things could happen. So I just don't feel like I can really dance and let go. But when I'm at churches, I let go. And so I'm excited to see them again. And if you don't listen to churches, please listen to them. They are amazing. They have 2 albums out now, all sorts of singles. Just give them a listen. Like, honestly, every song is good. It's hard for me to pick favorites. Recover and Tether, though, are my 2 probably ultimate favorite songs, along with The Mother We Share. But this is it. This is my church's episode. Crystal singing effing Bury It in the background because we haven't stopped singing that song for like since the cruise, because that's the church's song that got stuck in our head, and so she's going to haunt me with this song forever. Not that it's a terrible song, I love it, but I'm going to smack you.
It's a great song.
It is a great song. Anyway, tune in for more episodes this week all about Parahoy. See you later, guys. And I'm sorry I sound so congested. I have the paraplague. I got sick right after Parahoy. I'm sorry.